Hello, and welcome to episode 6 of my Kubifaktorium tutorial Let's Play series. This episode will be on starting a new campaign on the very first island. So let's go back to the main menu, because that's the tutorial's finished. And we're going to do new campaign. There was a lot of tutorials, just to quickly re-show that. There was a lot, 14 tutorials, fantastic. Right, so new campaign, and we want to go with huge and then start. Okay, so again here's the world map. This is, oddly enough, this you scroll with the mouse, but in game you'll notice you don't scroll, you use the arrow keys or the Q, the wasp keys. So anyway, this is the last tier up here. We're starting right at the beginning, just here. Healed Island. 2 castaways want to join our colony, stranded goods, flat terrain, only basic resources, no enemy camps, and it's a grassland. So let's click. You can't go to any other island, you have to progress through the islands. And you have to meet the inventory targets. Okay, so here's the inventory targets and here's the recommendations. This takes the stress out of this sort of game, because remember, this is settlers come factorio in the best possible way. So up here it takes the stress out of knowing what you should be building next. You can of course go your own way and build whatever you want within the limitations of your technological limitations, that is, of what you can build and what resources you have governs what you can build. And down here is what we need to get to move on to the next island. So we need 45 logs, 20 mine clay, 15 milk, 5 harvested tomatoes, 5 harvested wheat, and 5 strawberries. And what fun this will be, getting all of this. Okay, remember we've got our boat here and it's got all of our items on it. So that's the very first thing we really ought to do, and it's telling us unload everything, so we'll do that. This little icon down here is how you can unload. But if you decide, oops, I've got too much stuff on my boat, I'm going to stop it unloading, this button next to it halts the unloading, so it will stop it unloading. And there isn't any other resources, so we'll click unload everything. Let's click start. Get started. Okay, so they're going to unload everything, and also what I'm going to do is clear the land of all of these weeds and other stuff. So remember, alt left click, well, select mine and harvest, then alt left click on the different resources, and it will select all of that resource type within the boundaries, the border of your colony. Now, is there anything else I need to select? I don't think there's any rocks or flowers by the looks of it. Or strawberry bushes. Notice as soon as I unloaded, it's unlocked the next load of recommendations. So the first thing that I recommend you start with is a mud road. Because then you can, it's just like Caesar 4. Here's where Caesar 4 now kicks in. Love that game as well, as you well know. So we're going to start with mud roads. Doesn't use any resources, but it will make the colonists move at a 30% quicker rate. Something as well to think about is turning the sand into grass. But it's going to use up 1 rock, which we definitely don't want to do yet, so we don't want to burn through all our rocks. So we'll stick to the mud road. And what I want to do is just a cross. So left click once, then just drag. And I think I'll do a cross. I need to expand more first. Right, okay, so the first thing is we want to do a well. get water, because remember up here it affects their happiness and the speed that they're going to work and walk. So let's get a well built. Under food and water, and we'll put the well I'm just thinking about the size of the stockpile. Put the well there, and we'll put a stockpile around it. Big stockpile, the water. And then remember, we'll select the well, right click the stockpile. That will tell it automatically that it should store water. Right, that's our water sorted out. Next we need to sort out the food. So we're going to do a farm, strawberry farm. Because this particular soil will only grow strawberries and tomatoes. And strawberries grow the quickest, quicker than tomatoes. So that's why we're better off with a strawberry farm. And let's make this farm that big. We need a stockpile for it. We're going to have a mud road. It's all a bit small at the moment, but as we enlarge our settlement, it will become much better. We do a stockpile. This is food, so we want to make sure we have plenty. Is that enough? Yeah, that should be enough. And again, we'll select the farm, right click the stockpile. And that sometimes it doesn't do it, as you can see here. Oh, because we haven't selected what to grow. Remember, when you build your farm, remember to select. So we want strawberries. If we look there, time to grow 120 seconds, growth rate at daytime 100%, at night time 50%, water usage 100%, tomatoes 120, 100, growth rate at night time, it's not going to grow at the night. That's why you're better off with strawberries, because they will grow at half the speed even through the night. So that's why I'm going to select strawberries. Now when I select that, you can see it's selected the strawberries. That's strange, no output stockpile assigned. Yes it is, just there. That'll update. Probably because of the way I messed it around at the beginning by not choosing strawberries to grow and selecting the stockpile before that. Right, so that's the food sorted out. Now we need a campfire because we've run out of room. So remember, press the Alt key, left click the campfire, that will clone it. And what I want to do is grab, I don't want to put it in the middle, I want to get the outer edges first. So let's put it over here. And I'm going to have to put that one there. We will be able to build big campfires eventually, so, or bonfires eventually, so I'll destroy these and replace them with big ones perhaps. What's their water level at? Let's have a look. So if we select that person, there we go. So they're currently, their level at water collecting is level 3. Oh, we opened up a bit more land. Cool. Okay, let's do another campfire. And put it over here. You'll notice the colonists going to sleep on the ground because they don't have a house. Denoted by the icons above their heads. See, it's saying, telling us they don't have houses. That's why you see the little house icon. That means they don't have food. That means they don't have the. Where is it? I'm going to pause it when it comes up with it. Sit there. Right, this icon of the speech bubble means they don't have a table to sit at and socialise, or they don't have a deck chair on the sandy beach where they can also sit and socialise. So basically that's saying that they want to socialise. The house means they need to rest, the food icon means they need to eat, and water icon means they need to drink. So that's one thing first of all to get used to, the different icons and what they mean. Very, very useful. Although you do have this up here telling you what you should be doing. Right, so it's waiting for water to water the fields before they can grow the crops. And you can see now they've started planting the crops because it's this bit darker than this. You can see this is lighter because it hasn't got water yet. So we're still waiting for water because the person who's supposed to be collecting the water is having a kip. Can't blame them because we haven't given them a house or a table to sit and chat to their friends or a house to rest. You'll see their farming level will go up as well. What's their farming level on? Level 3. Right, let's clear more resources because otherwise they're going to be all in the way of our grand designs. So we're going to do mine and harvest, stone, trees, strawberries, flowers, weeds. It's going to look a terrible mess on the ground, but that's okay. It just prompts me, it then motivates me to do stockpiles for them, but also allows me, more importantly, to build. And remember to do the trees that are on this that have fallen down. And we can start mining this dirt away. Right, let's speed this up. We should see levels starting to occur on our colonists. Yeah, look, they've got a mining level 2 over there. So that'll make them chop down trees quicker. Gonna get a load of bounty of food in a minute. See what I said about earlier with the water not keeping up, but you watch, as they gain levels in the well, this will start to then fill up. It's so cool the way the dynamics work in this game. You know, you see real progress through your actions or their actions. Yeah, for some reason, I think I bugged this out because it's not putting the food in there. There you go. I had to just right click again. That's sorted it out. So it was my fault, not the game's fault, that it kept saying that down there. I could have used this up here, warnings. I should have seen that. Oh, look, here's warnings. I'll keep an eye out for that for the next time to demonstrate the warnings to you. But now, that was why the food weren't going in. And now what that will do is make my citizens a bit more happy and move quicker. We definitely need to do housing and social. They're the two that I'm lacking at the moment. Oh, I need to do that tree as well. And then I can continue with my roads. Right, that's everything mined. Let's slow it down and right, so let's do the roads first of all. You definitely don't want to build up your colony without doing the roads. Because it gives the you an easier way to lay out your colony. Oh, the campfire's in the way of that. Don't like it going around this. There we go, and really I ought to run a road down here. Stockpile, let's do a stockpile first for the wood. And then next to that, a stockpile stone. Or rock, I should say. I mean, I'm possibly doing these stockpiles much too big, but it's just to clear the land so it doesn't look such a mess. Right, let's speed it up. Right, good. Water and food is sort of alright. Right, let's build more campfires to get more land to play with. So let's put this one there. One there. I'll wait to see if this expands a bit more. It has. And you can find chests. Chests will give you random resources, and sometimes they can be rare resources. So we'll take a look at that in a minute. What are these? They ferns, yeah. Okay, so let's get rid of the ferns. Do these trees. Need to do a stockpile for the flowers as well. Look at that, getting loads of goodies. Right, let's do a stockpile for flowers. And I think I will place it over here. I just love the way you can drag around like this bonfire that's there. I've just dragged the stockpile around it. You know, it's just so easy, which makes it so much fun. Road. Just one tile in, I think, is all that would need. That's flowers, so we should see the land pretty much cleared soon. Now this stockpile, I could make it square. So for example, right, this stockpile's got the strawberries in it. What I can do, if I want to expand it, is just click stockpile, select that, 5 tiles, click on it, choose. strawberries. And then it'll just fill that up with strawberries as well. So there we go. Oh, there's the timer. So yeah, this first episode really is just doing the basics that we needed. Food, water, and stockpiles. Many stockpiles. The time is gone. I'll end the episode here. I'll let them keep clearing and start the next episode once all of this has been cleared. I'm having so much fun playing this game, really. Kubifaktorium is just fantastic. Wherever you are in the world, God bless you and keep you safe. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic day. Goodbye.